Here is a PowerPoint presentation that I created for this class. You can't see it, but up here on the slideshow tab, all the way to the far left is a thing that says from the beginning, so that's where I'm going to start. Genetics. My name is Jessie McDonald. This is EDCI 270. The introduction to genetics. So for this slide, I created an embedded video, and it's actually really cool, but to save time, we're not going to watch it. Important vocabulary. This is vocabulary that will be used throughout, learning genetics. Genotype, obviously, is the DNA sequence of phenotype is the observable traits. Gene is a region of the DNA. Trait is a genetically determined characteristic, and an allele is a variant form of the gene. Genes and alleles kind of go together. So we have genotype right over here on this side, which is basically your DNA. And we have phenotype, which is, like I said, the observable structures. So genotype determines phenotype no matter what. Dominant alleles. So the best way to think of a dominant allele is to think about what kind of hat you would wear depending on what you owned. So a dominant allele is like the royal crown, and that's because whenever someone is given a crown, they will automatically choose to wear it over anything else they own, no matter what. Recessive alleles can be understood like an old baseball cap. If we're only given the old baseball cap, we have to wear it. But if we were given a royal crown and an old baseball cap, if we're given both, we will obviously always choose the crown. But now that we have a crown, we just hang up our old baseball cap back into the closets. And that's kind of just a representation of how to understand recessive alleles. Dominant alleles are always going to hide, I guess is what you could say, the recessive alleles. So this is just a small Punnett square right here, but the dominant alleles are denoted by the capital letter, like this A, and recessive alleles are by this lower letter. Also, sometimes dominant and recessive can be completely different, like dominant could be A, but recessive could be B, is how they would denote it. Lastly, we have Punnett squares. Punnett squares are diagrams used to help determine the outcomes of a particular cross. So we're going to take, this would be the mom's genes, and this would be the dad's genes. So how you do it is this B would slide down, and this B would slide over, and same with each one. And then that's how you fill out the Punnett square. And as you can see, these two will create the two dominant alleles, which is called homozygous. This would create heterozygous for a dominant and the recessive, and the dominant would hide the recessive because of, the whole I have a crown compared to a baseball cap. Awesome. So that was my power presentation of Punnett's genetics, and we're done. And lastly, I'd like to show you my notes at the end of each one. Sorry. So each one kind of stated all of this. Yeah. So these are our notes down here at the bottom. You can help you with presenting, but obviously I couldn't use them here, but if I had printed them out, it would be a lot easier. That's it. Thank you.